Once hailed as the woman who would modernize the British monarchy, Meghan Markle now finds herself at the center of a very different narrative, one of fading influence, celebrity fatigue, and increasingly hollow headlines. Rumors from within Hollywood suggest the Duchess's once hot brand is rapidly cooling, and even A-list stars are beginning to distance themselves from her perceived self-obsession and strategic media maneuvering. According to a veteran PR strategist, the Duchess of Sussex is struggling to garner genuine support from Hollywood's elite. Nobody wants to be associated with her unless there's a photo op in it, the strategist claimed bluntly. The Kardashians have more royal class than she does. That biting remark reflects a sentiment growing louder in celebrity circles, that Meghan's brand, once brimming with potential, has turned into little more than a vanity project in search of a purpose. It wasn't always this way. Meghan's departure from royal life alongside Prince Harry was initially met with a wave of sympathy and intrigue. The couple was seen as breaking free from outdated traditions and pursuing a fresh, modern existence. Their multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix, Spotify, and other major platforms only seemed to reinforce the idea that they were redefining success on their own terms. But fast forward a few years, and the sheen has worn off. The projects have floundered, the content has felt repetitive, and the audience seems increasingly skeptical. Meghan's Archetypes podcast, for example, launched with much fanfare but fizzled out quickly. While it had its moments of sincerity, critics panned it for being overly scripted, shallow, and, ironically, self-serving. Listeners expected an insightful, empowering series that elevated women's voices. What they got instead, many argued, was a glorified diary filled with complaints, contradictions, and carefully curated victimhood. Then came the Netflix docuseries, Harry and Meghan, which promised to reveal the truth behind their royal exit. Instead, it delivered a one-sided tale of grievances, finger-pointing, and melodrama. Viewers and critics alike questioned the couple's motives. Were they genuinely trying to share their truth, or simply cashing in on controversy? For a duo who claimed to seek privacy, they seemed remarkably committed to controlling the narrative, on camera, in print, and through calculated media appearances. And therein lies the problem. Meghan Markle, once the breakout star of Suits, has become a case study in overexposure. While she initially attracted global attention with her grace and composure, the constant need to frame herself as a misunderstood underdog has begun to wear thin. At a time when authenticity is everything in Hollywood, Meghan's tightly controlled image feels increasingly artificial. Even her recent attempts to rebrand herself as a lifestyle and wellness guru are falling flat. Insiders claim she has approached several high-profile celebrities for endorsements and collaborations, only to be met with polite refusals or non-committal responses. The message is clear: Hollywood isn't buying what she's selling anymore. The mystique is gone, and what remains is a woman seemingly trying to find a new identity in an industry that has already moved on. There is also growing unease around Meghan's tendency to align with causes only when cameras are rolling. Critics have pointed to her charitable appearances as transactional, opportunities for press, photos, and positive headlines, rather than genuine acts of philanthropy. One industry insider noted, if Meghan shows up to support something, you can bet there's a stylist, a photographer, and a PR team involved. It's never just about the cause, it's about the coverage. The backlash isn't limited to Hollywood, either. Within the public sphere, Meghan has faced mounting criticism for what many see as a calculated effort to weaponize her royal title while simultaneously trashing the institution that gave it to her. She and Harry continue to use their Sussex titles, attend red carpet events, and court global attention, all while railing against the monarchy they chose to leave. It's a contradictory stance that many find disingenuous, if not downright opportunistic. For Meghan, the cracks in her public image are starting to show. Attempts to position herself as a feminist icon and voice of empowerment are undercut by frequent portrayals of victimhood and entitlement. Her narratives often cast her as the lone truth-teller in a world that doesn't understand her, a storyline that might work once, but loses impact when repeated endlessly. And now, even the celebrity elite, once her biggest cheerleaders, are quietly stepping away. Without meaningful accomplishments to support her post-royal persona, Meghan risks becoming what Hollywood despises most, a celebrity without substance. Her name may still draw headlines, but the enthusiasm behind those headlines is waning. The red carpets are less welcoming, the invitations fewer, and the collaborations harder to secure. This is not to say Meghan can't turn things around. Reinvention is a well-trodden path in Hollywood. But it will take more than curated interviews and glossy photo shoots. To regain credibility, Meghan will need to shed the performative aura and show a side of herself that is real, unguarded, and willing to listen as much as she speaks. Whether she's capable of doing so remains to be seen. For now, the whispers in Hollywood speak volumes. The once celebrated Duchess, who dazzled the world with a royal wedding and promises of change, finds herself on the outside looking in. Fame may be fleeting, but in Meghan Markle's case, it appears the glitter has truly worn off.